The British people have once again been betrayed by their government. It's not the first time. Keir Starmer, the new Socialist Prime Minister, promised that within the first 100 days he will be sorting out the problem with illegal migrant crossings from France, just like the previous Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. But now, the Labour government betrays voters with 8 more years of illegal migration. They've signed a new contract. They have literally signed a new contract preparing for more migrants. £500 million worth of a contract so that over the next decade, and they could extend it, they would be welcoming in more illegal migrants without even vetting their backgrounds. The contract, worth a whopping £521 million, requires a firm to manage the Manston and Kent migrant processing centres, as well as staffing, security and healthcare. So all that on the taxpayer in Britain funding the illegal aliens coming into the island. The winning company will be handed the contract for an initial term of 6 years, beginning in 2026. But there's also the option to extend the contract for up to 4 more years on top of that, raising the possibility that Britain will still be processing illegal migrants in 12 years' time. That's lovely, isn't it? This is the new Socialist Labour government. Not really surprised. I don't think many people are surprised, but some people who decided to vote Labour just because they were angry at the Tories, which is a fair point, but voting Labour is not the right solution when you have other options like Reform UK and even at this point anybody else. They have to answer some questions to themselves and their families. If you were concerned about the border control, the border situation, why did you vote Labour? That's the question. Now, the leader of Reform UK, Nigel Farage, responded saying 471 illegals crossed the channel yesterday. He posted this on their Sunday. And now the government is giving out a 6-year contract worth as £521 million for processing centres. Starmer has no intention of stopping the boats. Now, the reason we say 8 years is because the 6-year contract starts 2 years from now. So between now and obviously 2026, on top of that, 6 more years at least, then it could be extended for another 4 years. That is the issue. Now, the Tory leadership candidate Robert Jenrick came out to attack Keir Starmer, saying, yes, this is very bad. I am Robert Jenrick and I will be stopping this. But then we discovered something because Politico did a hit piece on Jenrick, and Nigel Farage also responded, saying, Politico now reports that Jenrick is a hypocrite who was planning these long-term contracts to process channel migrants while he was in government himself. Don't believe a word that he says on anything. Let's not forget Robert Jenrick was Home Office Minister until about a year ago, less than that, when he resigned in protest. But when he was in Home Office, he was actually preparing the same contract as the Labour government anyway. The Uni Party are at it yet again.